It's no secret that I love Sonic. I've grown up with his games, and while I hate to say that my first Sonic game was Sonic Chronicles The Dark Brotherhood, I still have been with this hedgehog through his games, whether it be good or bad. However, there's a side I haven't really dug into yet, and that is the topic of today's video: Sonic mobile games. Sonic is no stranger to phones at all. In fact, he started his debut way before smartphones were a thing. In Japan, they offered something called the Sonic Cafe service, where if you signed up, you would get Sonic games to play on your phone. Classics like Shadow Shoe, Amy's American Page 1, Sonic Golf, hell, even a Child Garden mobile game. I really want to play that, by the way, but however, I'm not going to dive into this too much, as this video is going to be focusing on smartphone Sonic games, and not these games. That's maybe for another time. Sonic Cafe service ended in 2007. However, not long after it discontinued, we got our first look at a mobile game with Sonic Jump. This game came out in 2012, and here's what's interesting. This is actually a remake of a game with the same name in the Sonic Cafe service. There was a game called Sonic Jump, and you moved Sonic around with the... Shut up. You moved Sonic... Okay, hold up. And you move Sonic around with the 4 and 6 keys. However, like I mentioned, this smartphone version was a remake of that with better graphics. Instead of using 4 and 6 keys, you just tilt your phone. You control Sonic for various levels by tapping the screen. You can do a double jump, allowing you to get higher during the level. You can also collect red rings, and there are 3 in each level. There's even boss fights as well, and after you beat in the act, you can get up to an S rank, which is crazy. It also gives me PTSD from when I tried to get A rank in almost every 3D Sonic game. Overall, that's Sonic Jump. You just do the same thing over and over, collecting red rings, clearing levels, fighting bosses, etc. Unlike mobile apps nowadays, which we will see with the next entry in the Jump series, this game has no microtransactions and no ads, so that's nice. The game is also still up in the Google Play Store / App Store for $3. Not a bad first impression at all. So Sonic was still pretty new in the smartphone market at the time, so after Sonic Jump, a year later in 2013, we got Sonic Dash. And now, well, they got it right. This game, like many games on mobile, it's an endless runner game, and you take control of your favorite character. Just run. The controls are basic. You swipe to move, so if you need to move left, you swipe left. Same with right. And for jumping, you swipe up. And for when you need to roll, swipe down. For attacking bosses and hitting fish, well, just tap. Although, here's the thing about bosses, though. Back then you used to be able to tap, but now they actually have a specific timing. You can go to many places as well, such as Seaside Hill from Sonic Heroes, Mushroom Hill from Sonic & Knuckles, Spring Hill from Sonic 1, and so on. This game, of course, can get really addicting, and even to this day, it still gets updates and adds new stuff as well. Hell, there's been crossovers with Angry Birds and Pac-Man. This game was a huge step up from Jump for sure. It was simple for everyone to pick up and play. Now, that's all that really matters in the end. Now, of course, there were some things that could be annoying. For example, if you get far on your run, then insanely unfair obstacles can just kill you. Ah yes, Sonic Team, we love punishing players when they do well. Sonic Dash has been an amazing success, with coming over at 100 million downloads. That's a pretty big feat for Sonic Team for the second time experiencing mobile games. The next year was pretty weird for Sonic himself, as we saw the Sonic Boom series. Aside from that horrible Wii U game, we also saw a sequel to Sonic Dash titled Sonic Dash 2 Sonic Boom. This was a really good sequel. The maps are fun, and they even throw some tilting in there. What's also really cool is that once you start going to a new map, you can also choose what other person you want, so you can swap from Sonic to Knuckles while your run is still going. Not much to say to this one. It's basically just the same as Sonic Dash. So let's move on to the next mobile Sonic game released in 2014. Sonic Jump Beaver. So remember when I said that Sonic Jump 2012 costed $3? Well, unlike that game, Sonic Jump Beaver was free to download. But also, like I mentioned earlier, the reason why they made it free was because of microtransactions. This felt like a slap in the face for Jump fans, but we'll mention those when we are done talking about the gameplay. So the gameplay is like Jump 2012 did. You tilt your phone to move, you tap the double jump. So far everything seems the same, but what's different about this one is that these never end. Instead of having acts and a boss, you can keep going until time runs out. Along the way, you can free some animals and kill badniks along the way. Doing this can keep your combo meter up until time runs out. And then when time runs out, you can then throw animals into a hot balloon for extra points. And that's really about it. Now let's talk about why this game kinda sucks. One of the things that got me excited to play this was the fact that you could have your own chalice to help you in game. But they did something evil. So after you hatch one, you don't keep it forever, as it will eventually return to the forest, never to be seen again. But don't worry, just pay up some rings and you can keep them even if you don't do that. You can still keep them the more and more you play with your child during the run, and the more and more with your child, the more and more it will like, the more and more. The more and more it will like you. So, okay, what's up here? The more and more you play for your child during the run, the more and more it will like you. The rarer the child, the harder this is to do. So basically, if you like them, pay up another thing. Pay up. Another thing that's annoying, and this goes for other games too, every single time you start a run, you lose energy. You could do about 5 runs, but after that, you gotta wait for them to recharge. Unless you wanna play unless you wanna pay to get more. This shit is such a killer mobile game. I hate games that do this, as it just isn't being able to play 5 times, but then wait like 30 minutes to play again is annoying, and it brings the hype down for sure. Overall, there's some goods and bads with this game. It can be fun, but the energy just kills the game for me. Maybe if that wasn't in this game, I would say it'd be a good mobile game. Like it's addicting, just like Sonic 1 and 2, and trying to last as long as you can, keeping your combo for as long as you can, is fun to do. And try to beat your record every time. It's fun to play, but the microtransactions, the energy, and the chalice system brings this game down and ruins the experience. It seems that Sega thought so too, as this game is no longer available on the Play Store. A fitting note to end the Jump series on. But then 2015 happened, and this is when things were looking the best for Sonic for mobile. After Sonic 2 and Jump Beaver, no one was wondering what the next mobile game would be. However, this next mobile game might as well be the best Sonic mobile game. I'm of course talking about Sonic Runners. Holy shit, this game was it. This was the game I played from the first moment to the last. This game was a blast. So why do I consider this to be the best mobile Sonic game? Well, just sit down. This game rocks. The art style, the music, the levels, the characters, the buddies. Where do I start? I guess I'll start with gameplay. This game is 2D and is an endless runner just like Dash. You tap the screen to jump and you can jump up to 3 times as Sonic or other speed type characters. Later, eventually during your run, you will encounter Eggman, and after that's done, you will speed up. Eventually, then you will get to top speed where you have no rings, and this is where your run goes insane. Unlike Sonic Dash, where you run and most likely because of unavoidable traps, Runners was pure skill. Well, at least in 2.0. In this update, we got time mode, and it was the same thing, but you were timed. And it would stop once you got to Eggman. When you hit him, you could get more time when it runs out. Your run ends the game. When it runs out. Your run ends this game. Even had a story. What the frick? This game even had a story. So much thought was put into this game, and it shows. Next up, let's talk about characters. And there was hella fan service. So we have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Classic Sonic, Sonic the Werehog, the Files, which by the way, is insane to see again. Shadow, SBO Blaze, Big the Cat, Charmy, Vector, Amy, Omega, Tickle, I don't know how to pronounce that. Rouge, Metal Sonic, Dream, Silver, ESP Silver, and Styx. Damn, that's a roster. Speed types can jump 3 times, fly types can fly about 6 times, and power types can punch enemies and jump. Next up, the buddies. If you thought the characters were crazy, well, next up are the buddies. So remember the Chows and Jump Beaver, how they would help you in game? Yeah, kinda like that. Yeah, buddies are kinda like that. So let's just throw some buddies here. So we got different types of it. So we got different types of Chow. A regular one, a hero and dark one, a wizard one, an egg one, a Halloween one, and much more. Then we got Chip from Sonic Unleashed, Yacker from Colors, Razor Jin, which I really don't know who's from, I'm sorry, Knights, Poyo Poyo, and there are way more to cover. Next up, music. For a mobile game, god damn is the music good. Every piece is amazing. But then something horrible happened. In 2016, Sonic Runners was deemed a failure. And because of that, Sega shut down the servers, which means that you can no longer play Runners. And it's a shame, this game. This game had potential to be one of the best Sonic games. But then something happened in 2019, but we will get to that after we talk about these last mobile games. After Sonic Runners had a really sad death, I wasn't sure what Sonic team was planning yet. They at least had some good ones during the year. In 2017, we got Sonic Forces Speed Battle and Sonic Runners Adventure. First, let's get Runners Adventure out of the way. This is a really bad version of Runners. No outlines, generic music, barely any characters, but it wasn't Sega who made this. It was Gameloft, the king of making horrible mobile games. And this game is one of them. This game sucked. Everything that the original Runners had was just... well, this game sucked everything that the original Runners had. No new music, no cool buddies, although Yacker Chip and some Chow stayed. And worst of all, no fan service. They did not care about this at all. They turned Runners from an endless runner to a quest game. Basically no Eggman, just collect a specific number or something, or defeat something, and yes, there is laps, but it just doesn't feel right. Hell, Sonic doesn't even look good. Look at his victory pose. He doesn't even care. He just has a line jump. He just has a fucking line jump on his mouth. Talk about lazy. And this is the most expensive Sonic mobile game yet, topping up $5. When everything I mentioned except Jump 2012 has been free. What a slap to the face. Do me a favor. Never, and I mean never, play this game. It's so bad, I just can't talk about it anymore. So let's move on to Sonic Forces Speed Battle. This game is really fun. It plays like Sonic Dash, but adds racing to it all. With items. And with items you could throw at enemies. It's not bad, it's fun to play, and you could at least grind some matches out if you wanted to. Okay, now for the thing I said earlier in 2019. 3 years after the original Runner shut down, someone decided to revive this game from the dead and run a fan server. I was with this project from the very beginning, and when the open beta launched, I had trouble getting in, but got in the next day. And this was it. I was playing Runners again in 2019. And what makes this better is that it just got an update as well. And it added Marine from Sonic Rush Adventure into the game. I will leave the download link in the description for you guys can play this yourself. Okay, I'm done. Finally, we've been for the goods and the bad. Without further ado, let me announce my ratings to this game. Sonic Jump is a 5 out of 10. Not a bad remake at all, but definitely still something that you could pop up from time to time. Sonic Dash is a 9 out of 10. This game is exceedingly fun to play, and I still love playing it to this day. Sonic Jump Fever is a 4 out of 10. Like I said earlier, the microtransactions, the child breeding system, and much more kind of killed the game for me. Sonic Dash 2 Sonic Boom, there's really not much to say here considering it's just Sonic Dash, but way better. 9 out of 10. Sonic Runners is a easily 10 out of 10. This game is amazing, and like I said, you can now play it again. Sonic Runners Adventure is an easy 1 out of 10. It sucks. Don't buy this, or play it. And finally, Sonic Forces Speed Battle is a 10 out of 10. A really good take on Sonic Dash, just with some items and some good grinding in there, and a lot of fan service. Oh, that's it. If you sticked around, if you stalked around, that's what my script says, alright. If you sticked around to the end, thanks for doing that. Thanks for doing so. This video has been on my mind for a while now, so I'm happy I made it. I'm happy I made it a reality. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Now I'm going to sleep. It's 5:12 a.m. right now as I'm writing this script. So yeah, see ya.